Hey, what do you need to do before you come over to Cambodia or Southeast Asia in general? Before you come over for a vacation, I got 5 recommendations. Some of them you may be concerned about, some of them you may not, but just listen up here. Here we go. The first one, okay, check your visa requirements for your country because they are different, and you don't want to be caught, by surprise when you finally get here. Um, but this is mostly for I know from like United States and most of the Western world are about the same. But if you're coming from Africa or some other place, that may be different. So definitely check it out. Now, when you come here, you want to get a T visa, and that'll be good for most countries. It would be good for 30 days, and I know for me that would cost $30. And you can extend that once for an additional 30 days, and it'd probably be additional $30. But now, important thing there also is you have to make sure that your passport is valid for 6 months after your departure date. Okay, so if you come in and uh, you got 6 months in one day, on your first 30 days, and then you want to go get another 30-day, it's not gonna happen. Okay, unfortunately. Okay, so make sure that you got a long expiration date on your visa. Okay, another thing along with the visas kind of stuff, is your e-arrival card. That was the card that you used to fill out on the airplane. Well, now they've got it that you do it online. You need to do it within 7 days of traveling. It actually really is kind of simple, and you'll get a QR code, and that'll just save you some time in the airports, and they're much happier when you've got that. So that's going to be at https arrival slash slash arrival.gov.kh. Okay, and I'll put it down below too. And also another thing that you should do is confirm your bookings for your airfare and your connecting flights. Ask them, hey, is this a straight through? Is my luggage just going to end up in, let's say, Phnom Penh or wherever your end destination is? If they say, oh yeah, it's going to go straight through, so that's good. If not, then you got to make sure you've got about 3-4 hours in between connecting flights, because you're going to have to pick up your luggage, go through security all again, and do all that stuff. So just be aware of that. Now here's one that is yes and no. I mean, I've never been asked, and that's a onward ticket. If you don't, if you just come in here and then you're going to go somewhere else or whatever, you might take the train, you might take a plane and stuff. That's not a requirement by, for the visa or whatever. That's a requirement by the airline. Now, I've heard about it. I've never been asked for an onward ticket. I don't know anybody that has, but the reasoning behind that is if you come here and something's wrong and they're not going to let you in to a particular country, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Vietnam, wherever, it's the airline's ticket to bring you back from where you came from. So they want to make sure that everything is good there. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, but I have extra passport photos when you come, because you never know when you need them, and they're just it's a lot easier than trying to find one of those kiosks to get some more. So have a half a dozen of them with you. Number 2, okay. Some people do it, some people don't. So do whatever you want to do on this one, and that's travel insurance. Okay, make sure that travel insurance is going to cover the countries that you're going to be going to and through. If you're going to go to a couple more places or whatever. And this is really not a medical, but it will cover medical insurance. But make sure it covers your medical and your travel. So in case you get stuck in some airport for whatever reason, a typhoon coming through, or whatever, it's going to cover some costs for that or whatever. But you got to read those insurance policies closely. Okay, I'll just give you an example. It didn't happen to me, but this is just hypothetical example, and I've read it on one of the medical coverages. They'll have an area in there that says what they're not going to cover you for. You know, no skydiving, no rock climbing, things like that, or other dangerous activities. Okay, so you figure, oh, I'm not going to skydive, I'm not going to rock climb, but you know, let's say you're on a motorbike and you get in a little crash and you got a broken leg or something. Are they going to cover you? Well, you know, they say, you know, they could say, oh, well, that was other dangerous activity. So, you know, is it going to cover it or not? I don't know. So you just got to read those carefully. So, you know, you're going to be protected. And also, bring enough meds that you're going to need, because sometimes you can't get some meds here, some you can, but just make sure that you got covered for that. Number 3, okay, and that's bank and money. Okay, how are you going to pay for everything when you get over here? I mean, you can just use your credit card for hotels and stuff, but not everybody takes the credit cards. I mean, I would recommend you taking enough money for like the first 2 or 3 days, you know, cash, and you know, you bring some big bills, hundreds. They got to be brand new, clean, crisp, no creases, no nothing, not even a gnat fart on it. I mean, seriously, they really want it super clean. So just beware of that. And going through the airport, when you want to, if you don't get your visa ahead of time, which you can, but you just want to get a visa upon arrival, you're going to need your money. You're going to need $30. So you know, you just don't want to whip out 100, because they kind of frown upon that sometimes. So you want to you know, bring a 10 and a 20, nice, clean, crisp, and that'll get you through if you're going to be doing visa on arrival real quick. Okay. And if you're using the ATM machines, okay, which I do, I'm lucky. Charles Schwab will reimburse you, and I understand there's another one, Fidelity, I think. They're more of a brokerage firms, but if you have one of those banks, you know, hey, you just take your money out. I recommend taking it out in real, because that's what you're going to get change for. If you break a 20, you're going to get your change in real, you know, at most restaurant stores or whatever. And so, I mean, you can bring enough money, enough $100 bills to cover your trip here, and while you're here, if you feel safe with that's fine. If not, you know, consider using even if you have you know, a 5 or 6% charge on it. Just think of it this way, you know, that hotel room that you're staying in here for $25 a night, $30 a night, how much is that going to cost you back in the States or back in your home country? You know, 150, 175 perhaps. So that's the way I look at it. But so that's that on that. Number 4, okay, download apps for everything that you can, you know, and activate them before you leave, because some apps you can't activate once you're over here. But the apps I'm talking about is for your banks. You should have 2 bank accounts always, and have them linked together in case you lose one card or it doesn't work or for whatever reason. You know, airlines, get your airline apps and, you know, get them activated. And like if you want to do a lot of traveling in town and stuff, I recommend downloading the Pass app and having it hooked up to your bank. And Pass app is, and there's also another one, Grab. It's like Uber. So you know, you want to go somewheres, and you know, do all your stuff on the screen for, you know, just like Uber, and you'll get how much it's going to cost you before you even accept it. So that's a good deal, very safe. So I would recommend that. Now, get your SIM card at the airport. Now, and I want to talk about having screenshots of everything, because going through the airport, and oh yeah, they need a little bit more information. Oh yeah, I saved it on you know, on yahoo.com. Well, wait a minute. I don't have any internet. Well, it was there. No, get screen copies of everything. I mean, of everything that you possibly think of. Your itinerary, your insurance, and all of that. Passport, whatever. And keep it in like your photos, like in screenshots or documents or something. And sometimes you might even want to get some printed copies of a few things, but that might be going a little bit overboard. But hey, if you're traveling with somebody, then have all your information on both phones in case somebody loses a phone or something. That information's still going to be there. Now the last one, number 5. um, what do you pack when you come over here? Well, pack your clothes. No, what I'm saying is you need some lightweight, breathable clothes because if you're going to be coming over here in a hot time, and even if you're here in the wintertime, some people think it's just way too hot here. Now, I made a mistake when I moved over here. I figured, oh yeah, a whole bunch of t-shirts. T-shirts are cool. You wear them in the summertime back home, but I found out that they kind of stick to your body and they're not really breathable. And I had some shirts made here. It's very, very lightweight. They got breathing room, and that's what you want. Some lightweight breathing room. I don't know what kind of material. It's probably a thin cotton. I had them made here for like $15 each. Good deal. So just keep in mind that not things that are going to be tight and clingy on you because you need that breathing room. Also bring your sandals or your flip flops, but also bring a good pair of walking shoes because like if you're going to go up to Angkor Wat or something and walk around, it's not like walking just down the sidewalk or nothing, and it's let's put it this way: it's 10 times worse than walking on cobblestones. So. The flip flops. I don't know how some people get by here walking around with flip flops, but they do get slippery and all that. Another thing to bring is at least one set of modest clothes. If you're going to be going to the temples, Angkor Wat or whatever, or even to the local temples, you have to respect what they do. They generally the women they can't show their shoulders. And it's nice to wear long pants or for girls, a longer skirt. A lot of places will, let you buy on that. But if you've got some Daisy Dukes on, they're probably like, hey, whoa, hang on. So some nice clothes, maybe even a wrap for the girls if you want to, just wear it while you're in there and then take it off and show your Daisy Dukes or whatever is going on there. But generally, shorts that'll go like right down to the knees and stuff is kind of acceptable. But just remember, if you watch the locals and what they're wearing, they're showing respect to their temples. And another thing to bring, depending on what time of the year that you're going to be coming here. Well, sunscreen, always sunscreen. Your favorite sunscreen. I like Banana Boat spray on for children. 50 SPF. It goes on your skin really nice. But I mean that's up to you, whatever that you like to wear. And also, if you think you're going to be outside a lot at night and all that, enjoying your vacation, mosquitoes can get a little bit nasty. So you might want to bring some mosquito spray. And the last thing to bring is a positive attitude and a willingness to learn, and the desire to have a great time. Okay, and hey, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like, and hey, even share it if you want to. If you like it, share it to your friends. If you don't like it, share it to your enemies. And also, if you're still here, you're my #1 fans, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.